Hey guys, I'm back with another video. And I did hear that you guys want soccer slash football predictions. I'm just gonna call it football because that is the correct word for the sport. It's called football. So I'm going to be posting football predictions once the international break is over, because right now the international break is about to take place, which means there's not going to be any soccer playing, all right? Because I really like playing Bundesliga, Premier League, La Liga, um, the Belgian League, and the Netherlands League, and also what you call it, the Portuguese League. Those are the leagues I like because I genuinely love the leagues in those countries. Okay, so when I post, it's going to be based on leagues that I personally watch. Okay, I watch the Portuguese league, I watch Bundesliga, I watch Premier League, especially Premier League. I watch La Liga. I watch the what you call the South African league as well. I do watch it as well. And yeah, I am going to be giving you guys a combination of everything. Okay. You will see when I post the predictions here on this channel. Okay. Great. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you some ways, strategies, tricks that we can use to win today's UK49 lunchtime draw. Okay, I am going to try my best to be as quick as possible because I know some of you work in the office and some of you are driving, so I don't want to take much of your time. So, this first strategy that I'm about to show you involves the fourth, fifth, and sixth number and the bonus from the previous lunchtime draw. So you're going to add them up. Once you add them up, you're going to come up with a code which we are going to break. So this code is 154. Okay, this code is 154. So how you're going to break this code, you are going to focus on the last two digits, which in this case the last two digits is 54, and this number is clearly above 49. So if you've been following my channel for a long time, you will know that we are going to play 5 and 4 as bankers, and out of the two, 5 came as a banker. All right, and then you're going to separate the first digit from the last two digits, and then you're going to add and subtract. So you're going to say 1 minus 54, which is 53. If you spin this 53, it becomes a 35. And then if you say 1 plus 54, it becomes a 55, of which it came as a 5. Right? Now let's go on to the next one. So if you add these four numbers together, you are going to come up with a total of 141, of which, if you focus on this code here, if you focus on the last, okay, I'm going too fast. Let me slow down a bit. So once you add these four numbers, you are going to come up with a total of 141. Okay, so 141 is our code. It's our total that after we add up these four numbers. So now when we are breaking them, we are going to focus on the last two digits, which was supposed to give us a 41, but the number 41 did not come. And then if you separate the first digit from the last two digits and then you add and subtract, we were supposed to get 42, which came on tea time, and 40 did not come, which is still fine, and this strategy that I'm showing you, I would like you to use it for the rest of the week. Okay, I believe it's gonna give us some big wins. Okay, so Let's do this. When you say 17 plus 30 plus 47 plus 44, you get 138. So 138 is your answer, is our answer. Okay? So 138 is our answer. So now, how you break down this code is you are going to focus on the last two digits, which is a 38. And then when you separate the first digit from the last two digits, you are going to add and subtract. So 38 minus 1 is a 37. Hold on. Is a 37. And then 38 plus 1 is a 39. So when using this strategy, it gives you three numbers at most. Okay, it gives you three numbers tops. Like, that's the most this strategy can give you. Okay, as you can see, we got 37, 38, 39. All right, now let's move on to the next one, which is the one for today. So you are going to add those four numbers together, and then you are going to get your code, which should be 148. Okay, so 148 is our code. So once you are breaking this code, you are going to focus on the last two digits, which is a 48. So you're going to have 48 being our first banker, and then you are going to separate the first digit from the last two digits, and then you're going to say 48 minus 1 equals to 47. 48 plus 1 equals to 49. So we have 48, 47, and 49. These are our first three bankers for the day. Okay, now let's move on to the next strategy. So for this next one, we are going to start all the way from the 21st of March. So you are going to add the first three numbers in numerical order and then the bonus. So let's do that together. 5 plus 26 plus 32 plus 22 equals to 85. And then you're going to say 85 multiplied by 4. So 85 multiplied by 4 equals to 340. So how you break this code is by focusing on the first two digits, which was supposed to give us a 34, but it did not come. And then if you combine, okay, so after doing that, to get your second banker from this code, you are going to combine the first digit with the last digit, which is supposed to give us a 30. And as you can see, 30 came on lunch time. So now we are going to move on to the next example. All right, so let's add 9 plus 13 plus 15 plus 44 equals to 81 multiplied by 4. So 81 multiplied by 4 equals to, let's delete this, 324. So now if you focus on the first two digits, you get a 32, and then if you focus on if you combine the first digit and the last digit, you get a 34. All right, so basically, if you were to combine the strategy I showed you earlier in this video with the one that I'm showing you now, you are going to come up with how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is what we want. Okay, which is what we want. So now we are going to do the same thing. We are going to do the same thing. So you're going to say 7 plus 11 plus 32 plus 34, you get 84. So 84 multiplied by 4 equals to 336. So 336 is our um code. So what you're going to do, you're going to focus on the first two digits, okay? So what you call this, 33 is our first digit, or rather our first number, which is 33. And then if you combine the first digit with the last digit, you get 36. So now, since we know that 33 and 36 are our bankers, let's do this, okay? I am going to write some numbers here, and I'm going to write 5 numbers down, and you're going to play them as 5 numbers, because as we can see, it goes together. So I'm going to write them down. I'm not going to say anything. You are just going to use common sense and understand what I am trying to tell you to do. Okay? So, as you can see, if you want, you can play them however you want, but if you were listening to the video, and if you understood what I said in the earlier parts of the video, then you'll know what to do with these 5 numbers. Okay, great. Now let's move on to, let me give you there was one that I wanted to give you. Let me see. Yes, there's a bonus not a bonus strategy, but like an extra strategy that I wanted to give you. Okay, it's a extra tip. So for this, I am going to show you examples starting from the 21st of March. So first of all, before we continue, before I show you this extra tip slash strategy, we are going to change this 49 into 94. Okay, it is going to be relevant later when I explain this to you. So what you're going to do, you are going to add your second, third, and fourth numbers in numerical order. Okay? So 26 plus 32 plus 35 equals to 93. So 93 plus 94. That is where the 94 comes in. So 93 plus 94 equals to 187. So the thing is, with this strategy, the way it works is, if you separate the first digit from the last two digits, you're supposed to subtract. So 87 minus 1, it was supposed to give us an 8 and a 6, but out of the two, we got a 6. Okay? We got a 6. But as you can see, there are more numbers in this code, but I'm choosing not to say them because it is not the most consistent way to get a banker using this strategy. All right? Okay. So now let's go on to the next example. 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 94 equals to 139. So if you, let me write this nicely so that you guys can see. Okay, so as you can see, if you focus on the last two digits, you will see 39. And then if you say 1 minus 39, you get 38. All right, that is what I meant. And then in the other code, we had 187. And the other number that was in this code was 17, because if you combine the first digits with the last digits, you get a 17. But now, the reason I didn't show that is because it's not very consistent. And it's proven in this code that we have right here. If you say, if you combine the 1 with the 9, it was supposed to give us a 19, and the 19 didn't come. Instead, it changed into a 16. So that's what I meant. Okay? So now, if we go on to today's calculation, we are going to add, hold on, sorry. We are going to add these three numbers and then add 94. Okay, I've already explained how we got the 94. If you missed it, please simply rewind the video and then you will see where I explained it. Okay, so once you add your 94, you're going to come up with a total of 174. Okay, so 174 is our code. And as you can see, if you focus on the last two digits, we're supposed to get our number here is 74. But if you look closely, this 74 can be spinned into a 47. And if you minus 74 minus 1, you're going to get 73. And this 73 can be spinned into a 37. So, yeah, I'm going to urge you and encourage you to play 37 and 47. Okay. All right. I think I have covered everything in this video. And once again, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for staying up until this. No, okay. My English is leaving me right now. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching the video. And again, as I said yesterday, the SA Daily Lotto book is out, and the UK49 book is also available. And also, if you want to join my VIP group on WhatsApp, you can WhatsApp me on this number 064 059 1138. All right, just send me a text and be very, very direct. Okay, just be direct. Hi, my name is ABC. I would like to blah 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 blah. That's it, and I'll reply as soon as possible. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.